And when I got my first job at North College Hill, I had heard about kind of the community service that was going on. I paid attention to what was going on in Finneytown. And I wanted to create something like that at North College Hill. Well, as Neil mentioned earlier, if you want to create something about service, who do you call? You call Steve. Mr. Elliott taught us about the idea of being compassionate to others, about reaching out to others. And to give some examples, it's just kind of funny, some of the students I've talked to. Another one of the students is in here. I remember Steve sharing a few weeks ago about how proud he is sometimes when he sees his students all over the place. I know when we plan the summer service program, almost every agency that we talk about, there seems to be a Finneytown grad somewhere. And we're constantly, in the social service agencies, running into Finneytown grads that all began back in Steve's class. I think it's an amazing testament to Steve that after all of these years that you have students, not just here in Cincinnati, but all over the country, who do social justice, who do great work, who reach out to try to touch others, go to different continents, and do work. And I think that's an amazing legacy. And I think that's just a testament to the type of person that Steve is that he not only talked about it in the classroom, but he lived it. And it was that leadership through example that I think inspired so many, including myself, and I thank you for that. Thank you.
Our actions have a ripple effect in our world, and usually we're not even aware of what effect that is. But if you think about, just this one little microcosm of Steve teaching a class, many years ago, one student, and he at the time didn't know the impact he'd have on that one student in that one class, and then that student becoming, the whole story that Lynn just told, and the ripple effect, and the students that Lynn has touched, and that's really how the world changes.
We went from 8 schools to 30 plus. Look how many thousands of students have participated over here. Thousands of hours of service. And think about the journey that Steve took us on, and himself. He traveled to all the schools. He met with teachers. And this was a difficult population to work with, teachers and students. If anyone understood our differences in how to make service work at each school, was Steve. You never gave up on us, Steve. You really didn't, and for that I am so thankful. You became our coach. You taught us all so much. And I have to share this story. I had a young man at Aiken with Down syndrome, and his parents wanted him to be with everyone. So Aiken was invited to do the summer plunge. I was scared to death. I thought, no, I'd really like to take Tony with us. Should I ask Steve? I really worried. Why did I worry? I knew this gentleman. So I asked him, yes or no, what do you think? Yeah. Come on, let me know. So look at the students, Steve, that you have touched. Students who've gone on to college. Students who are in the workforce. Students who may be living in Section 8 housing. But you gave them that moment when they all felt like winners because they were giving and they were receiving. And I can't thank you enough for that.
First, I want to just say thank you for giving me the opportunities that you have given me, Mr. Steve Elliott. As you all know, Steve Elliott was our coach. He saw things that needed to improve, so he made an approach. He wanted community service done for our city. And going to these schools, he got help by plenty.
We weren't individuals. Every school was a member of the team. And right by our side stood Coach Steve. There weren't any opponents. We were in it together. Winning was just making the community better.
Some students came from teams where they didn't usually win, such as in their team of families and in their team of friends. But Steve didn't discriminate. He was there with open arms. And to the community, Steve, you are a good luck charm.
You changed the lives around you for the positive. Though you could have criticized, you never pointed out the negatives. Some of us were shy and didn't know what to do. But when we needed your guidance, we could come to you.
You took a stand, you had a purpose.
Every time we scored, it was through community service.
Students just wanted to be on a lovely team.
They couldn't have picked a better one than Team Steve.
You made us believe that we could achieve. Just know your legacy will go on, though you had chosen this time to leave.
It started with a knock on Drop-In's door. Steve's one life changed and was never the same. Then this wise teacher took to opening doors for all of us. Our numerous lives changed and were never the same. Students of many colors from urban and rural schools said yes to his call. Come, cross the chasm, met our eyes, called out our names, listened to stories unlike their own, sometimes the same. Bus drivers, teachers, parent chaperones accomplished the leap along with the young, moved by experiences deeper than words can express, dissolving the distance on the long ride back home. Students now spread good news across this land, ambassadors singing, "We are one big family." What can we do to diminish this pain? Basic human rights for the countless, not just the few. Laughter and tears, questions and insights, projects pursued, fundraisers fueled, relationships relished, reflections profound. The Mayerson Steve known all around town. A child's small hand fingers your face, an elder's eye twinkles in quiet grace. A brother on the soup line says thanks for your time. A sister shares history about over the Rhine. This work is significant, the process slow. Listening with the heart is more precious than gold. That's Steve's challenge, to build bridges that hold. When we link arms together, our beauty is aglow. In this mutual learning and exchange of gifts, we all announce to the world we are making a difference. There's a man by our side walking. We hear his voice inside us talking. We've learned so much, that's why we're singing. We'll carry it on, we'll carry it on, carry it on, we'll carry it on. He brought students to diverse places, shaking hands across the races, bringing smiles change and grow. Our eyes are opened. Carry it on. We'll carry it on. Carry it on. We'll carry it on. When arms reach out, we build community. We change the world through solidarity. We come to know we're one big family. Carry it on. We'll carry it on. Carry it on. We'll carry it on. The gift he gave now lives in mothers to serve our sisters and our brothers, spreading hope to one another. Carry it on. We'll carry it on. Carry it on. We'll carry it on. Carry it on. We'll carry it on. Carry it on. Carry it
and have experienced my talks of these things, the Kleenexes on the table are an aid, and I have my own. So I have things to give to you, Steve, but I wrote a letter, and so I'm going to read my letter to you, and then I'm going to cry through it, so just bear with me. Okay. I just want to say ahead of time that I can't do it like Bonnie, and I can't do it like, I'm just going to read it, I'm just getting through it, okay? Okay, dear Steve, we are a world more divided than whole, more separated by our differences than knit together by our similarities. It might be easier in such a world to walk a path alone, to blaze a trail without looking back or from side to side. But that world is lonely and dispassionate and leaves behind the heart and soul of the human community. My dear friend, you made a commitment early on to be an architect of the whole. You opened up your heart and mind to the possibility that we are better together. Then you set yourself on a mission to find the threads that weave us together. I'll slow down. Then you set yourself on a mission to find the threads that weave us together, and you learned how those threads could be woven together into an amazingly beautiful communal quilt. With that knowledge, you found a way to share the formula, but not in a pedantic way, in a way that people could begin to unravel themselves into these common threads and see the beautiful colors and textures that emerged. You helped them explore how those threads bind together in relationship and become stronger and even more brilliant. It's an unparalleled gift to the world. Okay, great. When Neil and I envisioned this program, we had a glimmer of this vision, but not the full potential. You met us in the middle and led us to see a bigger picture. We dreamed together of how we could grow a ripple organically. You found others who shared your vision or caught your vision and linked arms to form a community within a community. You never pulled or pushed to bring others aboard. You just opened yourself, you leaned in with understanding and compassion, and you watched doors begin to open. You know the depth of my gratitude, and you have my friendship. But I haven't shared how you've helped me grow personally. I share your value for seeing and touching into the humanity of others. I also live by this value. But I haven't had as much opportunity to hold on to my connections with people whose paths I cross, who touch me but live in different worlds than me. Somehow I find myself more willing to tolerate my anxiety now about being